right, what is up, guys? So it's been a little minute. I know I've been saying that I'm gonna record this video, but I've just been super busy these last couple of weeks. I've been moving in. I just got back from a golf trip, and the main priority is always to make sure that my clients' campaigns are going well before anything else. So been wanting to make this video, but I'm cranking out today. And this video is going to be over how I run ads for a shop, but also the artist or the owner of the shop itself. So I've got a lot of questions on that, on how I do things. So I'm going to be pretty much breaking down my scaling, my testing, my metrics I look at, the campaign types. I'm going to be diving into all of that. So hopefully you guys can learn something and kind of use it in your own campaigns if you are running ads as an artist, as a marketing agency, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get into it. All right, so first account we're gonna go into is my guy Alex's, and it's kind of funny how we started working together as well, bro. I actually hit him up a while ago because he has a tattoo course where he teaches you how to tattoo, and I was wanting to get into learning how to tattoo. And then I think he had hit me up like a while later. He had saw my message, and then saw I ran a marketing agency. We spoke on the phone and kind of got rolling from there. Super dope as well because I've actually been watching his YouTube for a little while. I think before I even was a marketing agency for tattoo artists. Um, and so it's super dope, full circle kind of thing. Crazy how the world works out. Anyways, so I'm going to be breaking down his account first, and then we'll get into the tattoo shop of things and how we kind of gauge things from there, right? So let's get in his account first. So first things first, as you guys can see, this is how I always start, bro. I always start with an engagement campaign first. Now, what is that? That is DMs. Let me go into maximum actually, so I can show you guys the full metrics. So as you can see, $3 per lead, $24 total leads that came in from this campaign. We only spent $87. Now, from the looks of it, that's really good, right? $3 per, you're only spending $3 per booked client. But the thing is with this here is none of those people booked. Now, is that a bad thing? I mean, it's a bad thing they didn't book, but we only spent $87. Why do I start off with DMs first? Because you want to get a gauge for how the audience is, right? Like you don't want to put too many barriers in their way before, seeing if they're already qualified. Like you don't want to over qualify, right? Like you want to get as much booked clients for as cheap as possible. Now, I said booked clients, not leads. So I always start off with DM campaigns to see how it's going first before we revert into website leads. Now, we did, again, only spent $87 before going into a website campaign because with this specific artist, he was already running website leads, pretty much lead forms for, his organic. So I was like, okay, let's just follow that and get into that, right? Like his audience obviously already does that. He already does that himself. So why waste more money trying to test out DMs, right? So did that. As you can see, look at this. This is very important. $34 per, which is still really good because I think at the time he was charging $1,500 a session. So, each booked in person, $34 was $1,500. Now, if they booked in multiple sessions, which a lot of people did, even more money, right? Now, that was website campaign number one. We're in a number two, $24 less. So we figured out what worked. We figured out how what to test. Now I know how the audience works. I know how the area works. I know what creatives work. So now we get into website lead campaign number two. And as you can see, we are at a $10 less cost per lead, and these are booking. $24 still really, really good. 65% decrease in cost per result. Like amazing, amazing results. So let's dive into the actual campaign itself. So ad set. Ad set is the audience, right? So it's your demographic, it's your radius, it's your placements. So Instagram, Facebook, Instagram stories, feed, everything like that is in your ad set. So that's something to be aware of, right? So as you can see, so this is let's focus on Mesa AZ 30 miles. This is my winning ad set. This is the ad set that I've been running again since May. Obviously, you know, there's different ads inside there because it goes ad set then your ads. And I've been updating it frequently. I don't just let a fucking ad run from May unless it's doing really well. Then you definitely can. But so let's get into it right here. So I've had, again, this is the way I like to test. I like to have like 3 to 4 different creatives in each ad set depending on the budget, because ads is what does the work, bro. Like, or the creative. The creative does almost all the work. You don't want to be messing with the demographic too much. You don't want to be messing with the radius too much or the placements too much. Like, I use the same placements for every single one of my clients. Feed, stories, reels. You do not need much else, bro. You don't want to be fucking with too much else because that's not where the eyeballs are at, right? So as you can see, I had one intro video, a testimonial video, and then a single image creative. This is, again, website campaign number 2. So we already have, I kind of already know what works. I kind of already know what doesn't work. So I know what to throw into each ad set now. This creative is what is cooking. It is frying, bro. And it's an intro video. It's him talking about his work, him talking about where he tattoos. And I try to tell as much clients as I can this. These are the videos. These are the creatives that work for ads, bro. Single image work really well as well. But so many artists, so much of your competition is already running single images. That you want to be different, you want to stand out, and Meta is going to push your creative out more than the others. Now, of course, you want to get different ones. I have, single images. Single images work really well. Just normal videos work very well. Voiceovers work amazing, but you want to know which works for which account because every account is different. And even the time frames are different too. There's been times where single images work really well for Alex. Right now, the videos are cooking. So it's just understanding what works and what doesn't. $21 cost per lead. And let's look at yesterday. Yesterday, it brought in 2 leads. If you have an ad that's bringing in 1 to 2 leads a day when you're doing website leads and it's, they're qualified, you are cooking, bro. A good metric to look at, nothing today, but it's only spent $7. A great metric to look at is something that you want to be aware of. Now, a lot of people run into this. Let's just do maximum. If your ads are getting a lot of, and this is for website leads, if you're getting a lot of landing page views, your cost per landing page view is low, and nobody's filling out the form, something is not working within your form. Something's not working within your form. Pay attention with me now. If you're getting a lot of link clicks, but not very many landing page views, something's broken from the ad to the form. So they're not even getting to the form, but they're clicking the link. All right. If you are getting a lot of people to fill out the form, but they're not booking, your form needs to be fixed. And then if you're getting a lot of people or a lot of people aren't even clicking, you're not getting, my bad. I'm on like 10 coffees a day, bro. If you are not getting enough people to get to the form, your creative's bad. So those are things you want to look at. Those are metrics you want to look at. Those are things you need to be aware of, bro. I swear to God, I've had 10 coffees a day, bro. It's like 10:40, dog. Oh my fuck. Anyways, so that's a big thing. Right now, I have this one cooking, but you do not just let ads run. You let the winners run. You let the winners cook. You let the winners scale. I think this one, because he's already booking, like last time we spoke, he was already like finishing up November, getting in December. So with this account specifically, I think I start off, because last month was kind of like a weird month. Like I didn't want to run his ads I didn't want to spend too much on his account because he was booking kind of further. So I think I started off like at a $10 just to keep things, active, keep things running. I think I started at a $10 daily budget and we scaled to 25. Usually I start off with 25 and kind of scale from there. So that's why we're at such a low cost per lead, or a low cost, low daily. But bro, that, like, we are cooking, we are frying shit. He gave me pretty much free reign over the budget. I always like to recommend at least like now, like $1,000 to $1,500 per artist. And he was like, yo, as long as the returns, spend whatever you want. This month, we've only spent $500 and we brought in 23 leads. we're doing really, really good. Now, I just got this this new ad up, or two new ads up. So this one is, we want diversity. He's got a new videographer, so you know, we're working with things there. He's getting me new creatives, some new dope ass creatives, and they are printing, bro. Let's see. So today, 84 cents has spent on this creative, bro, and it already brought in the lead. 84 fucking cents. That means we spent 80, not even $1 to get somebody from creative, click the link, get to the form, fill out the form, book a consult. If that's not GOAT shit, I don't know what is. So yeah, I mean, the creators are cooking. This one is just a video of him tattooing, you know, a tattoo in there. And this one is an intro video. So these are brand new ones that we're testing. I just got these like yesterday, I believe. Got them up, seen how they're doing. Oh, I got them 2 days ago, but I set them for today to launch. And this one is his intro of him, bro. What he does, what style. It's like a montage, where he's located, everything like that. So as you can see, two different angles, one ad set, and it is fucking cooking. But again, you do not want to throw the new creatives in the winning ad set, because then you're gonna fuck with your winning creative. Meta's going to spend budget on your testers when you're no longer in a testing phase on that ad set. You're in a scaling phase. You have a winner. You know what works. Now, right now, I'm just testing other ones for when this one dies out. I have already ones going, right? You want to be on top of this shit. You don't want to just be, you don't want to be doing that, bro. So understand how to do that. So this is the owner's account. We have his own account. He's running his own ads, and bro, we're frying shit. We're fucking frying shit. And there's different ways to do this. Again, like if you want to run ads for a full shop, because I have another shop that I work with out in Cali, and we're running ads through their own pages, and that's working really well as well. We're running ads through their own Instagram. Every single artist in there is running ads through their own Instagram. So that works too. But it's really however the shop, you know, you're working with, and how they do things, how they run things, and you have to adjust. So now we're about to get into the shop account of things. All right, so now we are on the shop account. I'm gonna change that to maximum. So again, guys, we start off with engagement campaign. This was a recruiting campaign where he was trying to get more artists in. But this is the very first campaign we ran. And as you can see, we spent a lot more than $80 on this one. Why? It was working really, really well. DMs were working well. People were DMing, people were booking. The thing is it kind of died out a little bit. And as well, we started putting more artists on. And when you're running ads, DMs through one account for multiple artists, it gets kind of hectic. Like you got to use like code words, and some people don't use the code words for the quick responses. It's a lot. So we dove into website leads, and as you can see, we spent 10 grand. Now, 10 grand spent overall since we've been running ads. Which I think we only ran this one for a month, and then we got this. So we've been running ads together. We've been working together for months now, and we spent $10,000, $10,480 since then. So months. And our last update, bro, the shop brings in, just the shop itself. He told me about $22,000 to $24,000 every single month, and then as well as his. Well, it started off because we started off with the lower budget, and then as we spent more, it kept rising. So over the last couple months, it's been $22,000 to $24,000. Always a good return is what I'm trying to say. And on his specifically, he brings back about $30,000 a month, I believe he said, just on his side alone. So combined 50 bands, obviously, with the shop, you goes to the shop, artists and everything like that. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is we've spent $10,480 over the course of every month that we've been working together. And it's bringing back $20,000, $24,000 a month. So just in 1 month, he 2x'd what we spent total. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. Do ads work? Do they not? You tell me. Now, again, I'm very transparent. Ads work, they really do if somebody knows how to run them. And I'm transparent with every artist that I get on a call with, every artist that I work with. Look, there's going to be months where, we're testing out new things, we're seeing what works. There's going to be, sometimes it's just hard to get leads for, certain areas, certain artists. My end as well. If you don't have a good ad spend budget, I'm talking at least like $1,000 a month. Please do not run ads, because even that's kind of like, tricky. I have artists, that I've been working with for a while now. We're on a kind of a certain budget, but we've been working together for a while. There's been updates with Meta over this last year that like you have to have a good ad budget, bro. Also depend on how you're running the campaigns, but yeah, bro, very transparent. That ads do work, but I always recommend also organically posting as well. 2 and 2 together, insane. Now, if you want to just drop a bag on ads and not post, that works too, because regardless, your work's still going to get out there, right? But yeah, ads are insane. So let's get into it right now. So I have one campaign. You want to be very organized, and this is how I'm organized. One campaign, each ad set is for different artists. So I have Eddie's. We just got this one up and running today. It's only spent $9, so not worried about there. And this one we have one creative for Eddie, because again, we just started running his ads. He just got a new videographer, so it's gonna take some time. So this is gonna be more of a me testing audiences. So that's Eddie's. And then we have a shop account and then a shop account right here. I have 2 different audiences. I'm going to get into that here soon. But then we have Tanner's, and then we have Carlos. And then Priscilla, I'm not running her ads right now because she's booking for a little bit out. So I want to make sure that I run them, timely. But so this is how I separate things. And as you can see, pretty much each artist has a different radius. Each artist is in a different like kind of like section, right? Because you don't want to compete with each other, but at the same time, they're not really competing with each other because each artist has a different rate. Like Alex, he just bumped up his rates. Tanner, I believe he just bumped up his rates. So every artist is at different rates. They do black and gray realism, but different prices, which is amazing. Now, as you can see, let's go over this one first. $58 per lead. Why do I have this running? Because this one has spent $58 on this ad. This ad's only got 61 cents. So now I turn this one off. I'm going to let this ad get some spend. And these are creatives that we just got up and running. This one's going to be me testing different audiences. So after I turn this one off, I'm going to let this one run for a little bit. But at the same time, I'm going to be testing it with different audiences to kind of see. It's definitely not a creative problem because these creatives are sick and I just got them up. So I'm not going to kill them right away. But with this shop one, I have a different shop creative or different shop ad set going right now. This one was just a tester, right? I'm in a scale mode with this one. This one's fucking eating. This one's $17 per lead for the shop. So this is shop creative. So they go to the shop website lead form and they pick what artist they want to book with. You get me? So as you can see, this ad set, it has multiple different creatives. And those are just all testers, bro. Those are just all testers. As you can see, $43, nothing, $31, nothing, $41, nothing, $21, nothing, $105, 3, until I found this one that is frying. So this one's doing really good. That's one of the first videos that he got me. And again, just because a creative doesn't work once does not mean it won't work, maybe a couple weeks later, a couple months later, a couple days later. You gotta test them out enough. So again, I'm gonna let this one run for here, but I'm gonna be getting a different audience here soon. This one is Carlos's. This one does really well. $27 per lead. $20 per lead, $20 per lead, $50, but again, testing. I'm gonna fix that one. But guys, you guys gotta understand, if you're an artist that charges, I don't know, $1,500 and you're at a $22 per lead, you spent $22 to make $1,500. Now, again, did all 39 of these book? Probably more than likely not. But a lot of them are booking. And the thing is, with your each artist has a different lead form. So that's why it's very organized. So Carlos's leads are going to his own lead form. Shop leads are going to their own lead form. Tanner's going to his own lead form. Eddie has his own lead form. Shop, their own lead form. So you have to be very organized with that. And then as well, like, your lead form is gonna do a lot. So with Alex, for example, with there's a time with his ads, a lot of people were filling out the form, but they were not booking. So I said, so where are we dropping off at? He said that they're just not answering the phone, like when he reached out for consults. So I literally went in there. At the end of the form, I put a simple question. It was something in a sense of like, I don't want to show you guys a form because don't show you guys everything. Um, but it was something along the lines of like, are you going to pick up the phone when we call you, pretty much, for a consult? Yes or no? Right? It was literally that simple. Since then, it's been a lot better. And it was a yes or no question. That way, whoever answered yes, he reached out to whoever answered no, just kick him to the side, right? Like, he's not wasting time reaching out to the people that are not serious. So again, bro, this is how I like to break things down for when I'm running leads for a shop and the owner. You have to be very organized. You have to know what you're doing, and it can get kind of frazzling, but as long as you have everything, you understand what you're doing with the ad sets and the campaigns, you'll do very well. So that's how I do things. That's how I'm doing things for this shop. If you're an artist, you're looking to work together, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll drop my handle below. We'll jump on a call. We'll see if we're good fits. If you're somebody that wants to learn how to run ads, again, shoot me a DM on Instagram. We'll see if we're good fits, and we'll kind of go from there. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something you can, implement into your own ads, your own campaigns. Make sure you like and subscribe, and catch you guys on the next one.